Hello everyone, so I'm going to explain what we did in class for the past few days. So the other day we did a lab in class that was a demonstration of lava lamps, which you can tell here in the picture. We took alka seltzer tablets and dropped them into a mixture of oil, water, and food coloring, which made it look like a fun lava lamp, which most of us, well, I had when I was younger. An important word to note throughout this entire explanation is mixtures. You're going to need to know a lot of mixtures throughout this entire thing. The definition of a mixture is two or more substances that are mixed together but are not chemically combined. So that's important to know throughout this entire video, because there's mixtures throughout this entire experiment. Alright, so we started by pouring out H2O, which you can tell, into the bottle. H2O. So we started pouring that into the bottle, and then later we added oil, which is also known as C16. You can kind of tell with this font. It's called H32O2, and it went up here. So you might be wondering, all you watchers might be wondering, why the oil stayed on top and didn't go to the bottom and mix with the water. Well, the reason for this is because the water is more dense than the oil, so it can't mix, so the oil is suspended at top. This is also known as a heterogeneous mixture. So as by looking at this bottle, you can tell several things. First of all, there's many liquids. Both of these are liquids. However, the bottom liquid, also known as H2O, also known as water, is clear, and the one on top, oil, also known as C16H32O2, is more yellow tinted than clear. The next step in this was to add some green food coloring drops, and this is also known as C18H14N2 Na2O8 S2. That's the chemical formula. Now you might be wondering again, why did these drops go straight to the bottom? Why did these drops, as you can tell, kind of here, it went straight past the oil. It didn't even go through it went straight past. It didn't even mix with the oil. And the reason for this is because also the green food coloring drops were also more dense than the oil, so they just went straight through. Not only did this add to the heterogeneous mixture, but it also kind of made a homogeneous mixture. As you can tell down here, two different things are mixing. The solute, also known as the green food coloring, went into the solvent, the water, and making this green food coloring water, as you can tell coming up in the next slide. In this picture, you can kind of see the solution at the bottom. It's a green food coloring water, and so that kind of changes the physical properties, because the water is no longer like clear, like no color clear, but it's now green tinted, as well as the oil is yellow tinted. Then, soon after we put the drops in, we added alka seltzer tablets, which is also known as C16H17NaO14. These alka seltzer tablets, it's what makes it a lava lamp and what gets it going. But before that, I'm going to explain to you some of the chemical formulas I've given you. Alright, so I gave you some chemical formulas. So these four formulas, first off, water is H2O. Oil, the chemical formula, is C16H32O2. The alka seltzer is C16H17NaO14. And the food coloring, I'll do FC for short, C18H14N2 and A2O8S2. So, all of these four things have something in common. All of these four formulas are molecules and compounds. Compounds are a different variety of elements bonded together. The reason why they are also molecules is because there are multiples of the same element within. I'll draw a drawing to make a little bit more sense. For instance, water, H2O. So this means that there's two hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So that means 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, as you can tell here. So the reason why it's a compound is because not only are there 2 of the same element, which would make this a molecule, but it's also has bonding with another type of element. So that's what makes this a compound. However, molecule, for instance, over here in oil, O2, it would just be 2 oxygens. And that would only make that a molecule because it's the same element. It's not bonding with any other elements. Also, all these elements come and are found on the periodic table of elements. Going back to the lab, once we drop the solid alka seltzer tablets into the liquids, water and oil, the water, the green water solution, and the oil, they release gas and form these carbon dioxide bubbles, which you can kind of tell here from the picture. This is also known as a chemical reaction. Also, how these elements reacted all with each other in the compounds and molecules made a chemical change. Now, after watching this video, I hope you understand the meaning of this lab, why not only was it fun, why it was interesting as well.